9 years ago, I used to be a cop. Which is crazy because I look like I make TikToks in my car. Made a couple of them. One time someone said the only time I turned my body camera on was to make a TikTok. I was like, that's messed up, man. You know, because I was like a cool cop, you know? Like, you wouldn't have minded running into me. Or from me. I was slow as shit. Jesus, once I found out you don't get paid extra to catch the guy, I was like, y'all are free, man. I ain't doing this shit. It's weird that I was a cop because, like, I was never one of those kids that, like, always wanted to be a cop, you know? Like, I never, like, dreamed of being a cop. Like, my dad wasn't a cop. In fact, it was, like, the opposite. My dad was more like a fugitive. He's been on the run from our family for the past 15 years, just fucking, don't tell your mother where I'm at. Don't tell the IRS where I'm hiding. Shit, that's why I became a cop, was to find his ass. I'm just like, where the fuck is this man? How long does it take to get some goddamn milk in this bitch? I'm going around with wanted posters. I'm like, have you seen this man? He's like, no, what'd he do? I'm like, let's just say he owes me a couple happy birthdays. Guy's like, shit, that sounds like my daddy too. Well, hop in, let's go find him together, baby. I was a cop in Central Falls, Rhode Island. It's 1 square mile. Think 25,000 people living in there. This place was crazy. My first call was a knife fight at 8 a.m. Okay? But I played it cool, you know? The new kid on the block, fucking shaved head. I got my big lips and my big teeth, ready to take a big bite of crime. You know? And my sergeant's on scene and he goes, oh, look who it is, Rook. Welcome to the force care. We got a little bit of a knife fight back here. If you need any help, we'll be back here, but we're gonna watch you take care of this. At this point, I don't know I want to be a cop anymore. A knife fight on my first day, I'm like, dude, this seems set up. Like, I don't want to shoot someone on my first day. I don't want to deal with it. Like, let me ease into this shit. So I started making excuses and shit. I'm like, Sarge, I think I was absent that day in the academy. We learned about stabbings. He's like, don't worry, kid. Just stick to your training and use your common sense. Here's the thing. I was 22 years old. I was dumb, you know? Like, my common sense was to just turn into Bobby Boucher from The Waterboy and just fucking... So I tackled the dude, and we're on the ground, and we're getting into a scuffle, and I'm like, you're way tougher than I looked like you were. What the fuck, bro? Like, this is my first day. Fucking help me out here. Make it look easy. I want to look good. And we're throwing punches and shit. I'm dodging a couple of them. He hit me a couple times, once in the dick. I was like, motherfucker. Finally, I get him in handcuffs. I looked at my sergeant, and I'm like, how'd I do? And he's like, not bad, Rook. Little unorthodox, but hey, you don't know if that was the victim or the suspect. I was like, my bad, Sarge. I turned into a retarded water boy. I wasn't thinking. Won't happen again. I'll remember for next time. The very next day, I respond to a shooting. I'm the first one on scene. I see a guy in the driveway. He's gushing blood. I get out of my cruiser. I drop my weapon. I go, hey! Are you the victim or the suspect? He's holding his organs. He's like, motherfucker, I'm about to be the suspect if you don't help me. I'm like, right away, my bad. Standing over him, I'm looking at him. He's like, dude, what are you doing? Help me. I was like, you see, I was absent that day in the academy. We went over shootings. But my career didn't last long. I only lasted 2 years as a cop. It was too much for me. It was so negative. It was so, you know, like, I feel like I'm like a good energy vibe. You know what I mean? Like, it was a lot of negative and serious and grimy shit. And it was changing the kind of person I was, and I knew it was affecting me. You know, I was angry all the time. The hours were horrible. I couldn't do drugs. Like, it was fucking tough out there, man. Would any of you guys thought I would be a cop? Like looking at me? You're like, this dude hopped out of a fucking Kohl's catalog. There's no way he was a cop. I feel like I'd be a great undercover, right? But I also would be a horrible undercover. Because they'd be like, Eddie, I need you to go do this cocaine buy for me. I'm like, you got it. I go over there, come back 24 hours later. I'm just like, oh yeah, that was cocaine, all right. Some good stuff too. We accidentally did it all, so we got nothing on the guy. Just wanted to stay into character. I didn't want to blow my cover. Some good shit, too. I don't know. I should have done some crazy shit on my last day. You know? Like 20 minutes before my last shift, go into the evidence cabinet, grab a bunch of crack, go down to the local park, just find my favorite crackheads, just... Here, cracky. They come crawling out of the bushes, just fucking, you know, because the East Coast, we got like meth and crackheads. We don't got the fucking fentanyl people. Y'all have the sleepy homeless people here, dude. They're fucking folding over and shit. We're having a party, we're smoking crack, having a good time. I don't know, things get to another, we start hooking up, me and the crackhead. I put it in his ass, and I nut, and I pull it out, and he looks, and he turns over to me, and he goes, "I'm your dad." And I'm like, fuck!